I just analyzed buyer behavior data from over 800 B2B decision makers, and what I discovered will completely change how you think about B2B sales. 70% of B2B buyers are doing something during their research that most sales teams have absolutely no idea about. And if you're not adapting to this reality, you're losing deals before you even know prospects exist. Stay with me, because by the end of this video, you'll understand exactly why your current sales approach might be sabotaging your success. Before we dive in, I'm Tony Koenig, and I've spent the last decade studying B2B buyer behavior and helping sales professionals close bigger deals faster. I created the B2B Sales Masterclass that's helped thousands of sales professionals increase their close rates by up to 40%. But what I'm about to share with you today comes from the latest research that most sales teams haven't even seen yet. Here's what's at stake. The B2B buying process has fundamentally changed. 77% of B2B buyers now describe their purchasing experience as complex or difficult, and 73% say their interactions with sales reps feel transactional rather than valuable. This means if you're still using outdated sales approaches from even 2 to 3 years ago, you're not just losing deals, you're actually damaging your reputation with prospects before you get a chance to help them. The companies that adapt to these new buyer behaviors are seeing 60% more growth than those that don't. Let me start with the most shocking statistic from the latest research. B2B buyers spend up to 90% of their decision journey educating themselves before they ever talk to a sales rep. Think about that for a second. 90%. That means by the time they contact you, they've already formed most of their opinions about you, your competitors, and what they think they need. But here's where it gets even more interesting. 70% of B2B buyers are now watching videos of their prospective vendors during their research journey. Not reading white papers, not downloading PDFs. They're on YouTube, LinkedIn, and other video platforms learning about you. 51% of B2B buyers specifically use YouTube videos to research purchases before making a decision. And here's the kicker. 46% of B2B technology buyers purchase a product or service after viewing video content. So if you're not creating video content that addresses their research needs, you're invisible during the most critical part of their buying process. The research reveals something that should terrify every B2B sales team. 71% of B2B researchers begin their research with a generic search on Google. They're not going to your website first. They're not asking for referrals. They're typing their problem into Google and seeing what comes up. Once they start researching, they're consuming an average of 3 to 7 pieces of content before they'll even consider talking to a sales rep. Some buyers consume over 7 pieces of content, and 42% of respondents consult 4 to 6 different sources of information when researching a purchase. But here's what's really fascinating. 55% of B2B decision makers primarily trust software comparison websites during their evaluation process. 46% trust product review sites, and 45% rely on business and industry news sites. Notice what's missing? Direct vendor websites only get 36% trust. This means buyers are specifically seeking out third-party, unbiased information about you before they ever visit your website. This brings us to the trust crisis in B2B sales. 84% of business buyers expect sales reps to act as trusted advisors, but 73% say most sales interactions feel transactional. There's a massive disconnect here. However, the research also shows us exactly how to build trust. 88% of B2B buyers trust a brand more if they receive valuable content from that vendor. Not sales pitches, not product demos. valuable educational content that helps them understand their problem and potential solutions. 75% of decision makers trust a brand more if it's affiliated with industry experts or influencers. This is why thought leadership content is so powerful in B2B. And here's a surprising finding. 38% of B2B buyers now trust generative AI platforms like ChatGPT when assessing technical requirements. This means AI is becoming a significant influence in the research process. Here's something that might surprise you. While only 16% of B2B website traffic comes from mobile devices, 80% of B2B buyers actively use their mobile devices to research and make purchases during work hours. 48% of B2B buyers use their smartphones specifically to watch videos about potential vendors. This creates a huge opportunity. B2B buyers are watching YouTube videos on their phones during work hours, researching solutions to their business problems. If you're creating the right content and optimizing it properly, you can be the solution they discover during their mobile research sessions. The final piece of this puzzle is understanding how B2B buying decisions actually get made. The research shows that an average of 5 decision makers are involved in the B2B sales process. But here's what's critical. B2B buyers are 50% more likely to buy when they see personal value in their business purchase decision. This means it's not just about business ROI anymore. Buyers need to see how this purchase will benefit them personally, career advancement, confidence in their choice, professional recognition. And here's the most important insight. 84% of B2B decision makers start the buying process with a referral. This means the most powerful sales tool you have isn't your demo or your proposal. It's your existing customers talking about their success with your solution. So here's what this all means for your B2B sales success. The buyers have taken control of the research process, and traditional sales approaches are becoming less effective every year. But the companies that understand this shift and adapt to it are seeing incredible results. If you want to learn the complete system for aligning your sales approach with how B2B buyers actually research and make decisions, I've put together my comprehensive B2B sales masterclass. This isn't theory, it's the exact methodology I've used to help sales professionals increase their close rates by up to 40%. The course covers everything from creating buyer-focused content to optimizing your sales process for the modern B2B buyer. You'll learn how to become the trusted advisor that 84% of buyers are looking for, instead of just another transactional sales rep. Click the link in the description to check out the B2B Sales Masterclass on Udemy. And if you found this video valuable, subscribe for more data-driven insights into B2B sales and buyer behavior. What surprised you most about these buyer research statistics? Let me know in the comments below. Keep on scaling.